Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know we're in a different setting. We are in my bedroom. Yes, we are getting very personal. You are in my bedroom. But honestly, I just needed more space, so we're in here. Today's video is going to be a sari draping tutorial where I teach you 3 different draping styles. 2 of them I kind of came up with. They may not exist, they may already exist, I don't know. But this is one of them. This is a skirt drape that I came up with. So if you want to see how I created this drape, plus another drape, and just how to drape a sari the regular way, then please keep on watching. Oh my god, you guys, I am so nervous because all of the videos I put out on my channel are either like makeup related or like just me talking, and I've never done a sari draping tutorial or whatever, so I'm a little bit nervous because it's my first time. So don't judge me if I'm saying something wrong or doing something wrong. This is just my way of, draping a sari in different ways. So yeah, let's get started. So I'm gonna start off by doing the regular sari drape. I don't even know what it's called, so see, again, don't judge me. It's just the regular way of wearing a sari. So to start off, and I'm pretty sure most of you guys watching this already know how to drape a sari. This is just for those who have been messaging me, asking me to put out a sari draping tutorial. That's literally why I'm doing it. And also, I feel like if you know how to put on a sari, the other 2 ways that I'll be draping the sari today may just be a little bit easier. So to start, you are going to hold the sari like this. So the end of the sari, you're gonna hold towards the right side of your body, and you are just going to knot that end. The reason you want to knot it is because you are going to tuck that in, and you're going to tuck it on the right side of your body, and then you are going to start tucking it all the way around. And I'm just going to spin for you guys so you can see. You're going to tuck it all the way around until you get to the front again. So just make sure everything is nice and tucked in. So now, I know some people pleat their sari first and then create the pallu, or like put the pallu over their shoulder, but I actually like to measure the pallu first. So the pallu is pretty much the part that goes over your shoulder. I'm just going to make sure that it's long enough for me and it's not too long where it's dragging on the floor and I'm just going to trip and fall. So once I figure out the right length, I'm just gonna pin it in place. I am not a pro pinner, you guys. I usually get someone to pin my sari for me, so if this looks like it's not pinned properly, don't judge me. There we go. So right now, as you can see, if you guys can see in this mirror, it is fairly long and I like the length. It's not going to drag on the floor too much, but it's not going to be too short because I am tall, in case you guys are wondering. I'm about 5'8". So now I'm just going to throw that over my shoulder, and I have all of this excess material. So this is the part that I'm going to pleat and tuck in. Before I start pleating, I'm actually going to pin this part right underneath my belly button, just so it's just nice and neat and it's not like bunched up. It just looks nicer. I'm just going to grab a pin and I'm just going to pull onto it so that I can feel it getting tight here. I'm just going to adjust where I want my sari. I don't fully cover my chest, I kind of just go halfway. So the key here is you want to make sure you pin this and you're pinning it to your underskirt, petticoat, whatever it is you're wearing underneath your sari. You want to make sure you're pinning it to that as well so that it stays completely tight and it does not move, and I'm just jabbing this pin into my body, okay? There we go. So now this is nice and tight and it is not going to budge. Now we can start the pleating process. Honestly, everybody pleats differently. The way I pleat, I'm telling you, it's not going to look that flattering because it just looks messy and my fingers, sometimes they're just not coordinated. I start from this side, so starting from the right side of my body. I don't start all the way over here. I kind of start somewhere here just because I want to leave in case it gets too tight. I just want to leave a little bit of room, and then even if I have a little bit of extra material here, I can just go ahead and tuck that in. I'm just gonna start here, and you want your pleats going towards the left. My pleats, when I'm folding them like this, should be on the left side of your body. There's been times I've pleated my sari onto events and my pleats were in the wrong direction, so you want to make sure it's in the right direction. Now for the pleating, what I do is I keep my pointer finger on the inside of the pleats, and then as I'm folding, I use my thumb, and then I just keep moving my thumb. And I just keep folding, hold, and then I keep just adjusting my thumb so that I don't let go. And the thing about my pleats, I know a lot of people put their pleats to be exactly the same length, but I actually kind of stagger my pleats just because I feel like when it's tucked in, it just looks nicer. And so right now I have about 5 pleats, and honestly, I feel like 5+ pleats is good, but honestly, it really depends on everyone's body type and your waist and how big your waists are, because not all saris fit every single body the same. So for me, I usually get about 5 pleats because I need a really, really long pallu because, again, like I mentioned, I'm really tall. So right now I have about 5 pleats, and I am going to pin these together so that they don't fall apart. Before I go ahead and tuck this in and pin this, I'm actually gonna create a few mini pleats right on the side of my waist, just because this material is gonna bunch up anyways. So I'm just gonna hold it up like this, and as you can see, there's one already here, and then I can create another one. And I'm just kind of following the natural folds to find them. And I'm just going to pin them together again onto my underskirt or shorts or whatever it is that you guys are wearing. So right now I'm just gonna take this pleat and just under my belly button, so if you guys can see my belly button, that's kind of where I line it up. And I'm just gonna tuck it in, and I'm gonna tuck this extra material in over here. And there you have it. This is how you drape a sari the regular way. And if there's a name for it, let me know in the comments below. If you want to dress up your sari a little bit, even if you have it left out, what I like to do sometimes is just add a waist chain just to kind of, you know, accessorize it and make it look nice. So the next draping style that I'll be teaching you is the slit saree drape. So in order to do this drape, you want to hold the saree behind you, and you want to hold the end, so the end of the saree on the right side of your body, and the rest of the saree is just all over the ground on the left side over there. So again, on the right side, you want to take this end and you're pretty much gonna knot it with this part of the sari. So pretty much what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold this and I'm gonna bring this over here, and I'm just gonna gather it together like this, and then I'm going to tie a knot. And you wanna tie this as tight as you can, but make sure you feel comfortable as well and you're not suffocating. So right now we have our slit right here, and I'm just gonna roll up my biker shorts a tad bit, but we will deal with this a little later. So right now you have the knot. Again, you want it to be sitting on the right side of your body. Once you get this knot, you're pretty much going to wrap the sari around, and again, just like a regular drape, you're gonna measure the pallu on how long you want it. So I'm just putting it over my shoulder and kind of estimating. I'm gonna pull it down as long as I want it. I'm just going to pin this again to my blouse. There we go. So right now my pallu is pinned, and I'm just gonna let that hang for a quick second. So now you pretty much are going to pleat this section exactly how you do if you're pleating a sari the regular way. So again, I'm just going to hold my finger, my pointer finger in here, my thumb, and then keep moving my thumb. I'm also staggering my pleats. This time around I got about 5.5-ish pleats. I'm going to pin those pleats together. So once I've pinned all of the pleats together, I'm just gonna drop it, and just like I did in the first sari drape, I'm going to create, hold on, I'm just going to adjust this. I'm going to create a few pleats here. So first, I'm going to pin this as tight as I can, and then I'm just gonna gather. So I'm just gonna hold this up, see what comes naturally. So I have about 3 here. Once all of that is pinned, I'm going to tuck these pleats in. I'm actually going to create one more pleat in the front right here because I had a little extra material, and I'm just going to tuck that in, and I'm going to smooth it out. And just to secure the pleats, I'm going to pin it from the inside onto my shorts. So right now we got a slit sari drape. So obviously you don't want everything to show, you know. So what you can do is add a pin. I usually do have to pin sometimes my slits. So depending on where your shorts are or whatever it is that you're wearing on the inside, you can pin it. You don't have to. If you want to show everything you can. It's really up to you. So there you have it. a slit saree drape. So the final drape that I will be teaching you is the skirt drape. Pretty much, I know we drape a saree horizontally, but for this drape, you're actually gonna grab the ends from this side. So I guess the shorter distance, if that makes sense. Am I making sense? And you are going to go behind your back. You're gonna take both ends and you are going to knot it together, and you're just going to tie. And then the excess that you have, you can just tuck in. All right, so I know you guys are probably like, what the hell, how is she going to create a skirt drape this way? So this one, I'm not gonna lie, it is a little bit tricky. So I'm just gonna start off by creating pleats on this side of my body. And already, because I tied it, there are some here. So I'm going to hold this part of my skirt and I'm gonna put my pointer finger down and I'm going to start creating pleats like this. Coming up, back down, coming up, back down, coming up, back down, coming up. And honestly, I would say do about 4. Just lining these pleats up. And once you have that, so right now, as you can see, there's some nice, beautiful pleats right here. What you're gonna do is you're going to tuck that in, and of course, you are going to secure it with a pin. So right now, as you can see, you got some nice pleats here. So now you are going to pull the saree in front of you. So now all the material is over here. So what we're pretty much going to do with this material is continue pleating it exactly how you pleat it for when you're draping a saree, and in the same direction, so going towards the left again. So I'm just going to create, I want to say about 6 or 7 pleats. I'm going to do probably 1 more. So as you can see, I have my pleats right here. And this is just a tip when you are doing this, if you are going to try it, keep your feet shoulder width apart, because there is going to be a point where you're going to feel like your legs are being tied together. So just keep it apart so that when you do have your legs closer together, you can actually walk. So for this part, I'm actually just going to keep my feet wide apart. I am going to tuck this in. So I'm just going to make sure everything is nice and tucked. So you pretty much want to tuck it exactly where you would tuck it when you are draping a saree. So once you have it tucked in, you want to go ahead and secure that part onto your shorts. So again, as I mentioned earlier in this video, this is why I wasn't wearing a regular underskirt. It's because my legs are going to be exposed. So something like tight shorts or leggings or 3/4 leggings. Whoa, okay, that pin just popped open. So now you have all of this excess material right here, right? So what you're gonna start doing is pleating this entire part as if you would pleat the end of the saree, pretty much the pallu. And you are going to pin that together. So right now what you're gonna do is bring it behind your back. You're going to pull all of this. So this is the part where you wanna stand with your feet shoulder width apart, or a little bit wider even if you can, and you're gonna pull your saree. So pretty much, again, just to reiterate, you have all this extra material, you're just gonna bring it around, and you have this really nice pleated looking thing right here. You're going to let a little bit of it drop. You're going to pull this over, and you are literally going to wrap around your waist. So now, when you get here, you could stop here, and you can literally pin it. So what I pretty much just did here is I got that pallu to come around and I just pinned it from the inside. And what you can do is you can release these pleats right here. So this is just one variation that you can do. You can leave it like this, you can leave this pallu to hang. And I really like this drape. It's very modern. Could be worn anywhere, honestly. Probably a reception. So if you don't like the pallu hanging, you can pretty much wrap it around until no longer can wrap it around. And again, you can even pin it like this and just leave it to hang. You could just kind of continue and tuck it in completely, and you can kind of just tuck it in the back. So this is how it would look if it was completely tucked in. And if you want, you can take your waist chain and put it on top just to accessorize. I'm just gonna get my heels on. Honestly, I feel like I would totally rock this to an event one day, but this is pretty much it, guys. So that is it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this sari draping tutorial. If you guys enjoyed it, I would really appreciate it if you can leave your feedback down below in the comments. Also leave your suggestions for any other videos that you want to see on my channel, whether it's makeup, hair, sari draping, me talking, me just, I don't know, doing something. Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I do have so many more videos shot and ready for you guys to see. So if you don't want to miss out, then make sure you subscribe and turn on that notification bell. And yeah, until my next video, I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys! But yeah, I'm just rambling at this point, so I'm just gonna continue. I feel like I'm suffocating. Ow! I think I stabbed my finger, like, okay, side of your body. Somebody's calling me right now. You guys, I'm shooting this really late. What time is it? 1:40, and I have to be up at 7. It's that time of day. My lash is coming up. Is my audio working? Yeah, okay. My feet.